Definitely Kendrick Lamar, BET Awards.
K-Dot.
So I think he took home a lot of awards, and I think one of the things you said what now?
He took another 5.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this last time we were up here too, and I think it's like, does he deserve to win? Did he do we think he should have won? I think he's all right. I don't know. I don't know about. I mean, I like Kendrick. What do you think about Kendrick?
Being a Drake fan, I'm interested to hear your position.
Yeah. So I like Kendrick. I think my honest opinion is he did make a song and it gave him a lot of attention, but the song was about Drake.
Yep. Thank you.
And I will say the reason why I think it blew up also is because we live in a time now where a lot of people love drama, and it's usually the younger crowd.
Yeah.
And the younger crowd, I have to remind myself, the younger crowd, they're like 20 right now, or like even 21. They skipped that like 3 years or 2 years of COVID. Like they went from middle school to high school without the interactions that we went through that you need to like get a little bit more mature. And I think that's just what pushed it a lot. And as an artist too, you also have to ride with like what's trending at the moment. And I think Kendrick just pushed it to its full potential, and like that's dope. Like
took advantage. Yeah, like it was smart for sure.
I honestly think that's probably why he's where he's at right now, because Kendrick's been rapping for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I think I just think it's just the politics too. It's just
there's so many politics involved with it. It's crazy because I've been very vocal on this pod in the battle that this was something for me that was exciting for the culture, because I was outside when Jay and Nas was going at it. I was a kid, bro. I was hunting for the mixtapes to hear Nas's response, and just like we was in front of a computer getting it right away, like I was hunting for the tapes. We've never seen two artists of this caliber go at it.
Yeah.
Kendrick has his own successes as an artist, Drake as well. The thing that kind of, I think, when Drake was battling other people in the past, it was kind of like that meme movement where it was like, we're not going to win off of a battle rap or rhyming, but we're going to win off of public perception on social media.
For sure.
And I was really disappointed in that at first, but then when Drake barred up, when he barred up against Meek, I loved it. When he barred up against, who else did he bar up against? That was it, right? He didn't respond to Joe Budden. I think he did like maybe 1 or 2 bars, right?
Common,
he did a Common spat, which was like, all right, cool. But I think I disagree with you in a little bit, in the sense of I do think that the Not Like Us record, if people understand music and how music puts you in a hypnosis state, the way that beat was constructed, it's already going to hypnotize you, right? But the great thing about the Not Like Us record is that I think people were counting Kendrick out in the music game of like, hey, you're great. You're a Pulitzer Prize winner. You put together these masterful albums, but where's your hit records at? Where's your radio? Right. And I think that kind of fueled Kendrick to be like, oh, word, y'all think I can't do this shit? I'm going to knock your boy out, and I'm going to do what he does. And I love it because I think Kendrick probably needed that for his career, but I also think Drake, too, needed it for his career to be able to reset. I've been feeling Drake's been stagnant the last few albums. I don't think his albums have hit really well the last few trips. And I think it's because he's so comfortable in his position right now that I think he's scared to take a little bit of a risk.
It's gotten to a point where I feel like as an artist, Drake, it's the comfort, just being comfortable, like you said. And I'm glad someone tested that and kind of humbled him a little bit and was like, damn. But I for sure think.
Do you think he lost anything in the battle? Do you think he lost any points, or do you think he lost any stripes at all because of the battle?
I'm gonna be honest. Lose fans. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of them lost. I think if anything, it just gave him more recognition and more clout.
It was win-win for everybody. I think.
It was.
Yeah, bro. You said you didn't like his last. You didn't like For All the Dogs.
Mm-mm.
No,
that's a great album,
bro. That whole album.
But I think my favorite Drake album is Take Care.
Yeah, and, I mean, I'm not mad at that. Is that the one, the
brown cover?
Yeah,
that's the second album, right?
Where he's at the bar or he's at the table.
Album.
Yeah, I love that record. I love Take Care. That's my favorite Drake too. I think I believe so. I think the last album for me was like, I think every artist hits this point, and I think I want people to follow Jay-Z's lead on this, and I'll explain this to you. So, when Jay was dropping an album every year, he stayed fresh, but his content was really stagnant. Like, it kind of was like Jay usually he was a dope dealer. So it was always like, I'm a dope dealer, I'm flipping this brick into business. When Jay left and retired, he went away for a little while, and then he got some life experience. He got married, had some kids, bought some more businesses. So then he had more things to talk about, and then he was able to take that knowledge and kind of drip it to the fans. Drake's been on such a crazy run the last 10, 15 years that I think he's been relied on so heavy by the labels to keep pumping hit records out that he hasn't really had that time to like hibernate, get recalibrated, and then reset his own. Because he's like, I feel like for my dogs, it's like, he's our age, right? Drake? He's a little older than us?
He's our age. Yeah, his birthday. I'm older than you, but yeah, his birthday's like 2 weeks before mine.
So I think like I just feel sometimes with Drake, like I don't really feel like I feel growth in the music. I feel it's the same shit. It's just a different way of doing it. So like for instance, like he'll do a record with Baby, it knocks, but it's like, damn, Drake, I heard that before. You know what I'm saying? So I never felt any growth from the albums pretty much since. I think Scorpion to me was probably like his last album where I felt like he was in a really good zone of being vulnerable, that the record about his mom was dope. Like he had a lot of great music on that project. And I feel like after that, I didn't feel like it hit like that.
Did you listen to them? You listen to Certified Lover Boy for All the Dogs?
Like Certified Lover Boy either.
You didn't listen to these? You let top to bottom. Like.
Yeah, I listen.
I don't think so, bro. This is debatable, dog. Because
it's a trash album. Yeah. I'm just saying, like Drake's, his level, his bars set pretty high to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
I just didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't feel it.
I think you're tripping, bro. I think Certified Lover Boy's fire.
I represent the Jay because I remember during this period with Jay, because I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I remember that I was feeling the same way about Jay for a little while, and then he went away, and then he dropped 444, and it was like, a lot of people don't like that album, but it's so mature. You feel me? Like you hear him on a record and like he's talking about things he never talked about. He's letting the fans know like, yo, I went through this shit. I cheated on my wife. My wife wanted to leave me. My wife had a miscarriage, or like I went back to whatever. And I just felt the growth in it. And I think for Kendrick, it's a slippery slope because he's been mature at his level for so long. He's kind of stooping down to that. What'd you call it? Kendrick for Dummies? Kendrick for Dummies is happening and everybody loves it. And I feel like Kendrick's having to dumb down his content to get to that crowd when he shouldn't have to. But again, that's the politicking and the business about it, right? It's a slippery slope, man. But I think Kendrick deserves everything coming to him. I think he had a great year. I think it lit a fire inside of him. And he said, yo, I got to show him proof. I got to put these hit records out. I think they said there's 10 records on this project are in the fucking Billboard Top 100.
Oh, my gosh.
That hasn't been done since, like, Thriller type shit.
Damn.
He's like Drake now.
It's amazing how... it's amazing the type of year that he had. What did he say?
I said, oh, he's like Drake now.
He's like Drake now.
He's doing the type of shit Drake does.